Hello, we are back. This is Dungeons and Dragons with the comic book community. Here with the regular gang. It's been a couple weeks, and things might look slightly different because Old Wolf and John are in the same little window together.
Is that loud?
So we'll find out if the curse of dice transfers.
Yeah,
Yeah, poor John.
contagious.
You're not gonna let him actually touch your dice, right?
Maybe it just passes like COVID through air.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
If John's first roll or two is a natural one, we'll know what happened.
Yeah.
And his second roll, and his third roll.
You'll never be allowed back at my house. To have full decontamination. Anyway, when we left off last time, which was, like I said, a little while ago, you were exploring some caves looking for the missing fishers that your pal Judge Jabram took you to, and you hopped out of the boat and started exploring some of these caves. You came across a frozen waterfall. You tried to climb it. It broke, and a water weird came out, and you fought it. It tried to, I believe, drown Doc in the water, but you guys defeated him just in time to avoid that. And I think that's where we left off, if I'm remembering correctly. Yes?
I think that's
Last thing I remember.
All right.
I remember that. So there you go. That's a good
Now
sign.
that you've said it, I remember it.
Okay. So that's where we will pick up, at the bottom of said frozen waterfall. I believe Gray had gotten to the top.
I don't remember.
I'm at the top, I think.
Okay. Well, how about you all make an athletics check for me? Try to climb this thing.
$16.
19.
22.
The other two aren't paying attention.
4 and 3.
I think that's how we release the water.
Well,
Oh no!
what was it? Swallow.
They're still on mute, I think.
I just unmuted. Give me a sec. I didn't want to create ASMR from Alec here. I have a -1 on strength, so I rolled a 2. And
So
so
an unnatural one.
And then that's what
I
you
got
just smack him like
you rolled a 2, but you add 5, so you got 7. So we both suck.
Okay.
Off to a stellar start.
Yeah. Fortunately, you don't unleash any more water weirds, but you do look like right dickheads trying to climb this thing. When everyone else had such an easy time scaling this not very tall and very footholded waterfall, frozen waterfall. So why don't you try again for me while everyone's up at the top mocking you?
you guys suck.
Right, I did a
Stop
copy.
it.
It
Stop
does
it right
transfer.
He's contaminated.
Was that a natural one?
14.
So you got a 0?
No, I got a 9 plus a 5 at 14.
I got a 0.
You got a natural one?
What is 0?
And -1. I got a 0.
Can I just carry him?
With a natural one, I am gonna make you fall from the waterfall and take 2 points of falling damage.
Lovely.
Would anyone like to assist Dill?
I will assist.
No.
I think I have a rope I can lower and see if he can climb.
Yeah, I'll give him advantage if you have a rope.
I have a rope.
Okay.
Oh, here's the test right here.
I got a 14.
All right.
With
Not
advantage?
gonna
With
die
advantage,
trying to
you got
climb a
14?
waterfall.
With advantage, yeah, I got 14.
With a DC 10.
Hey, Big Daddy.
All right.
Now I'm curious if it's going to follow Old Wolf back or if it's just going
If
it's like it follows, and once you pass it on, you're
that's what
free
I'm
from
actually
it.
thinking.
Follow him wherever he may go.
All right. So at the top of this waterfall, this icy path continues. Clearly, if you haven't figured it out or remember already, it was once definitely some sort of stream
Right.
through this mountain that has frozen solid. So this stream continues winding its way further deeper into this cavern. However, close to the top of this waterfall, about 20 feet up on the right, there is a small opening that appears to be some sort of offshoot. So you can continue exploring straight, or you can.
I look down the offshoot, or get where I can see down the offshoot. What do I see?
It goes for a little while, and then it kind of turns to the left, so you can't see much further down there. But it seems fairly unremarkable. It's pretty tight, but it is still icy, but it is not frozen in the same way as this was. So it doesn't appear to be formed from a frozen river. It seems to be more something that is possibly man-made or.
So we're looking for people that have like potentially went in here and gotten trapped, or we're seeking shelter in here. So do I see any like evidence that somebody's went down this path recently? Any like scratching scuffs on the ice? Anything? I can do an investigation, or you want investigation or perception?
Yeah, do an investigation if you're looking for something particular.
That is my investigation is +0, so that's a 13.
Okay. I mean, clearly this has been traveled at some point by some sort of creature or person, but there doesn't seem to be anything that indicates how long ago or how often, but it's not like this purely crystalline floor of glass.
Okay.
It is.
Something's moved up and down this path one way or another.
Yes.
So, okay. So do we want to do side channel or main channel?
Sorry, I muted that.
Oh.
What do you think?
So we go.
Forward?
Which one?
The one you looked down. The one you were looking down.
The left.
Okay. All right. So
Well, to the right, but
All
I
right.
turn down the little offshoot.
okay.
I have no idea if anyone's following me, but I start down.
So as you continue down this tunnel, you reach a crudely carved set of stairs. It's only a few stairs tall, but it does kind of curve back the other way from the way you are walking. And from the bottom of the stairs, it appears that it does open up into some sort of larger chamber. And you see some moonlight coming in from some natural fissures in the ceiling.
Okay. So I creep up the stairs and peek my head over just to see what I can see without popping up.
Okay. Once you get closer to the top of the stairs and you can actually see the floor of this cavern, you very easily see, thanks to the moonlight, that fresh blood paints the icy floor, which clearly indicates that one or more creatures were butchered here recently.
Okay, so
However, even more obvious than the blood are all the bones, knucklehead trout spines, humanoid skeletons, and pieces and bones of small animals and birds, along with scraps of clothing and armor and a few rusty weapons.
okay. But I don't see anything moving or alive at the moment.
No. How far up the stairs are you?
I just went where I could just peek over the rim and see what was out there without really completely exposing myself.
Yeah. You can see that the cavern kind of opens up to the left, and you can't really see around the wall enough to see what's over that way, but you can see straight ahead of you there is another path.
Okay, so I kind of lower my head back below the top of the stairs or whatever and relate what I just saw to the group. Very quietly. Dead bodies. I see dead people.
So let me make it clear that you saw fresh blood, but all of the deceased beings you saw were practically stripped down to bone. There were
Or
no
older, or
there were
were
no-
at least down to like skeletons. Okay.
yes, there were no fresh,
So I didn't
freshly
see
dead.
fresh dead people. Okay. But there's clearly signs something died recently because there's blood everywhere. Okay.
Well, no body, no crime. Let's find them.
Well, there's still a skeleton.
But we don't know if these are what we're looking for, right? We just know that's.
We don't know that yet. We don't know for
We
sure.
don't know that these are the bodies that we're looking for.
we just know we were looking for some fishermen that went missing, and this
And we
seems like
found their empty boat.
yeah,
and
we
footsteps
found their
that went
boat
this way.
here, and they
We
appeared
found a
to have
bunch
went
of
up to
bones.
the cavern, or one of these caverns. There was like 4, I think, originally.
But you're right. It might not be them.
So, are we going to proceed?
I say
Yes.
so.
All right. So I climb back up the stairs and cautiously step over the edge, and get up on the level and ease my way. Like, is there? Like you said, the room opened.
One piece at least.
So, like, what am I looking at in terms of like the shape of this wider room? And you said there was another path. leading
Sure.
out of it?
So from the stairs, it kind of opens up like a cone,
Okay.
and then to your left there is a larger. It continues going, but you
Okay.
can't really see the edge of or where it goes beyond
Okay.
anything at the moment because of the angle.
Okay.
And then the cavern itself is about 30 feet or so long, and on the other side of it, it narrows back again into a path that continues forward.
Okay. So I'm going to edge down the right side. I'm going to stay to the right.
Okay.
And kind of
Try to get an angle on the left.
yeah, and try to get an angle on the left so I can see what's over there.
Sure.
And do you want me to I'm going to try to proceed quietly, so stealthily down that right side.
Yeah.
So do you want a stealth roll or just
Yeah.
walk?
Why don't you make a stealth roll with disadvantage since you are wearing crampons and kind of hard to be quiet.
Nope. That seems fair enough. Well, the first one was a dirty 20, but we'll have to settle for a 12.
Okay. Yeah, you manage to say, quiet-ish, considering the circumstances, as you sneak around the right side of the wall. And once you get a better angle on this left side opening, it is just kind of like a bulbous opening. It doesn't continue any further, but very prominently sitting in the middle of all of these bones is a complete giant skeleton, partially encased in ice.
So the skeleton of a giant
Yes.
in ice.
Yes.
Okay. So I kind of turn to the group and I'm like, and I guess keep edging into the room quietly, and I assume I don't know if they're following me or what they're doing, but I won't talk for them. So I just keep proceeding that way.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can see the whole chamber at this point, and there does not seem to be any other creatures or beings other than the skeletons of the knucklehead trout and the humanoids and the giant skeleton.
Okay, the giant, is it like frozen, a frozen skeleton? Is it a frozen giant, like still preserved in the ice? Or can I tell?
It is a skeleton,
Okay.
but it is
So it's been there for a very long time.
but the way it is encased in ice, it still appears complete. It's not like a pile of bones.
Right. Like he's not sitting there and then the ice is frozen over the top of it at some point. Okay.
Is he armed?
Yeah, he has two
It was
arms.
complete.
Yeah, it's
So
a complete
he would have
skeleton.
his arms.
He is not holding a weapon.
Do I
But
see, to that extent, though, in looking through the bones and the thing, do I see, weapons? Do I see any evidence of our fishermen, like gear or tackle, or is it just like bones at this point? Is there anything
Why don't you make
objects?
an investigation check for me?
Well, I didn't see shit. That's a 5.
I mean, there's a lot of bones, so you start digging through them, and
I would have to stealth in.
Oh,
He's the only. So far, JP's the only one that went in, right? Because we're all still watching, or we're back behind the lip, right?
yes,
unless someone has said something, yeah. So far,
yeah, he didn't roll especially well with stealth, so I'm not going to say he succeeded or failed, but
Right.
nothing. It did not draw the attention of anyone or anything when he.
My investigation skills are really good, but my stealth ain't so good. So I don't.
Well, I'm very curious, so Gish is going to go in. Hell, I'll stealth in because I'm curious.
Give me a roll of disadvantage.
Roll with disadvantage. That is 2.
My stealth plus disadvantage is bad news. I couldn't even climb the stupid stairs that they had this a little
You
bit
already
ago.
have disadvantage.
17.
With disadvantage, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you somehow tiptoe with crampons on into this room, and you kind of waltz right into the middle of it, and you're like, just kind of chilling. Nothing's happening.
Did Gray even notice? Was I that stealthy?
I was looking back at you guys because I was mouthing what I'd
Yeah.
seen. So
Stealth doesn't make you invisible. It just makes it doesn't draw attention to you.
So yeah, I know you guys are there. So I'm like at this point, I'm continuing to just slowly proceed through the room along the right side until.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're trying to get to the other entrance.
Well,
exit?
I'm gonna wait and see if they're gonna follow, but yeah, I'm not gonna go running down the tunnel by myself. But
I'm going to walk up to that giant skeleton.
Okay. What would you like to do to the giant skeleton?
Well, when you said the ice, it's like there's the skeleton, then there's a bunch of ice over it.
Yes, it is partially encased in ice.
Okay. Well, I remember the
Not
last
like a
time.
big block.
The last time we saw that, I know Tickles got burned. So out of curiosity, I'm going to touch the ice to see if or get near it to see if it burns me or
So
anything.
it's the opposite of learning the lesson, is what you're saying. You're like,
Well, if
that
it
really
burns
screwed
me,
him
I
up.
know
Let's do it again.
we'll need to
Well,
mess with
This stove burn me?
Before you do that, can you make a nature check for me, please?
nature.
Check.
Natural 20 plus
Okay.
2.
So you were there when Tickles burned himself, right? I believe.
Uh-huh.
So you realized that it was not the statue that burned him; it was the mold. Because that is what that mold does.
right here.
And you do not see any of said mold around here. Now you can still try to touch this thing, but if that was what you were trying to find out, you do not need to touch it to know that it was.
Okay.
If it were to burn you, it would be from a different source than the other thing you saw.
All right, well, in that case, I'm going to go up to Gray then and just follow him and go, I don't know why they're still waiting.
I'm gonna look back at the others like.
All right, I'll go. Let me roll stealth.
So Gray says, you know, it's a great idea. That guy who couldn't climb the ice mountain thing that was so easy, he's going to try to stealth with crampons through here.
I didn't
That's
say
a
you had to
great
stealth.
idea.
I stealth to this point. There's nothing
Yeah.
in the room, so we're gonna have to proceed to the other end of the hallway.
What another way we could have gone?
Yeah, you don't have to
You
stealth.
could back up and go back down the other path, but
But there's fresh blood here, and we're trying to find out what happened to these fishermen.
All right.
Something
Don't blame
died
me
here.
if I fall down and roll through all the bones and cause like an epic battle.
Here I
Well,
go.
it's going to happen
Epic
anyway.
battle.
Disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage, yeah. And you get your +1, right?
I mean, you don't have to try to be stealthy. You can just walk.
Yeah, just whichever you want to do.
I was trying to be stealthy because I didn't know what was in the room.
I
I just wanted to roll something.
I might
so I
as
wasn't-
well just walk because I rolled a 3.
But you can't change your mind after you've stealth. You
Yeah,
rolled a
no,
2.
you like
I
fell
rolled a
down.
2. We got 4.
yeah, once you announce an action and roll for that action,
No,
you have
no.
done that action.
I rolled a 2 plus the 1
Oh, you got a 3.
makes me 3.
Wonderful.
So a 3 and a 4.
So you two like basically, yeah, and David.
You basically tap dance into the
You
room.
guys are like kicking bones and like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I got a 14 on my disadvantage. I just want it on record.
Okay, so you in your light body don't crush the ice very much, but Tickles and his giant man barbarian body can't really manage to not make noise.
Daymare's got a 10.
Okay. Power blade. Okay. Yeah, so Tickles clearly creates some noise going into this room, but you don't notice anything change in the room because of his noise.
All right. Worked
Okay,
out.
well, I'm gonna
It worked out.
What?
We're trying to find these most likely dead fishermen, or at least evidence of what happened to them.
Yeah.
Hey,
Gish is
ask
gonna-
Gish, why didn't you touch the ice? I
Yeah.
want to know why you didn't touch the ice.
Why don't you touch the ice?
So let someone else touch the ice.
Don't make it. Don't do it.
I don't have any desire to touch the frozen dead giant.
No. I'm trying to be better.
All right, well, I'm going to proceed. Now that they're all in the room, I'm going to proceed toward the tunnel on the other end.
All right.
Same.
So you're walking down the tunnel?
Well, I'm at least proceeding to where it is, and then I'm going to take a look with my dark vision, my
Okay.
120 feet before I start down it. But yeah,
Be able to move it.
Looking down this tunnel, you can see that it is there is a fork pretty shortly after the after this cavern. It kind of, the way it curves from where you are continues straight, and then there is a path off to the right. So there's two ways you can go from here.
okay. Before I go, I just realized something. Before I start down the tunnel, I'm going to look. So there was fresh blood. Most of the bones looked older. Can I do like a nature check to see if I can see any evidence of like what might have eaten on these or chewed on these or anything
Sure.
before I leave the room? 11. I'm not rolling very good. Just trying to get an idea of what we might be dealing with. And if 11's not good enough, I get that. So
It doesn't appear that anything necessarily has like gnawed on or eaten these bones.
okay. These bones
Like,
have
you don't
most of the
see
bones
any
look like they've been there
obvious-
a very long time.
You don't see any obvious like marks of any
And
sort
none of the bones themselves look fresh. It's just the blood. Okay.
And you have investigated the bones for other objects, right, JP? That's what you said earlier. Right?
I attempted. I rolled a.
I would do that. My character would do that.
Okay.
I failed miserably when I attempted to investigate for objects.
I got a 21.
Yeah, there are some random weapons and some scraps of armor and stuff, but all seemingly fairly old or rusted, or there's no like fresh usable equipment that you can see.
And no like fisherman gear.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for. All right.
All right. Down the tunnel I go.
Okay.
I guess I'll stealth again. Well, I guess I'm going to go up to the fork. And what do I see
Okay.
when I see down
Yeah.
into the fork?
From the fork, the path basically going straight, for lack of a better term, continues straight pretty much, and you can see to the end that it appears to drop off into a bit of a, not like a cliff, but there is a drop off into
Some sort of drop off down
a
there.
larger cavern,
Okay.
and then to your right, it is a winding tunnel that you can't see the end of, but you do see some stairs heading down.
Okay. So I relate that back to the group because I don't think anybody else has as much dark vision as I do. And then I go right or straight, right or straight.
Follow the blood.
Do I see? Oh, there's a good call. Do I see any blood down either path? And that is a 13 on an investigation to see if there's blood going either direction.
Yeah, you do see some traces of blood heading on the path to the right.
Okay, that's the one I'm gonna go down.
I just want you to know, Gray, that as Gish is following you, he's doing it with a smile on his face and lightly skipping.
Great, just focus. He's trying not to think of the whatever it is that's behind him. He's just gonna like keep going. He's very focused. All right, I guess I get to the stairs. What do I see?
You can see that from the top of the stairs, all you can see is that at the bottom of the stairs, this cavern opens.
All right,
Again.
I want to do a perception check from the top of the stairs. Do I hear anything? That is a 15.
Yeah, you do hear some kind of faint crackling and some light scraping noises. So there is definitely something happening.
Crackling as in like a fire? Crackling as in like something crunching on something? What kind of crackling?
Similar to a fire.
Okay, so I relate that to the group very quietly. And then I guess I'm going to attempt to, with disadvantage, stealth my way down the stairs. I rolled, and that is a 13 on my disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. You make it down the bottom of these stairs as quietly as you can, and you can now see the majority of this larger cavern. It does continue to kind of horseshoe around to your left, but
Okay.
the main large opening portion of this cavern is what you can see. And in the middle of that portion, you see a large cauldron bubbling with fresh stew. Standing between the cauldron and a blood-covered stone block is a haggard old woman dressed in tattered furs. Heaped around the stone block are rusty hatchets and the flayed corpses of 4 humanoids. A small, almost imperceptible light dances in the air around the old woman.
Just a woman. How harmful could she be?
Very.
I assume she has not seen Gray.
Does she turn or react when I get to the bottom and see this?
She shows no indication that she has noticed you enter the chamber as of yet.
But is her back to him, or no? She just didn't notice.
No, she is kind of not facing you, but you can see her face, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So she's not looking directly in your direction, but she seems to be concentrated on this stew that she's brewing.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not sure.
How far am I from her and the like? How far is this?
About 30 to 40 feet.
Oh, not very far.
It is.
So, okay.
No, but it
How
is.
far up the stairs are they? How far are they behind me up the stairs?
The stairs are only about 15 feet.
Okay.
But the cavern itself is 60 by at least 100 high.
Okay, since I'm the closest to him, I'd like to. Well, I'm not sure what I want to do until I find out if I manage to stealthily get to Gray or not. I'd like to first attempt that. It's disadvantage, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a total of 9.
Okay. With a 9, you do crunch your way into this room a little bit, and this old woman picks her head up in your direction and kind of smiles this
Okay. Well, with that,
broken toothed smile.
with that, I know what Gish would do. He would immediately just go, "Well, hello there. How are you?" And just sort of walk about another 5 or 10 feet in there, and see what she responds with.
Okay.
Do I see any? Is there anything else in this for any other?
You're not going to tell her who you are?
Not this time. Don't give her your name.
I need to see if she's friendly first. I said, "How are you?"
Oh, Lord.
Hey, I would have maybe done something different if I hadn't rolled a 2 plus my stealth.
You have a +7 on your stealth? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Okay. She says, "Oh, hello. What brings you to my lair, young man?"
Well, believe it or not, I was following the blood. It led me here. You flay really well.
Thank you. I've been doing it for a very long time, Sonny.
Yes. Would these happen to be the who are we looking for again?
Fisherman.
Fishermen.
Fisherman. Yeah.
Would these happen to be some fishermen by chance? I was looking to see what happened to them.
I believe they were fishermen, yes. And they're
Yeah.
now...
So what kind of stew? Is this a stew? What are we making?
Fisherman stew.
Yeah, they came into my home, said they smelled my delicious brew, and they tried to take my cauldron from me. And
Well, that's rude.
yes, this is my home after all. I was only defending myself, and it just happens to be fortuitous that I was able to use their meat for my delicious stew.
Well, that sounds lovely. Well, thank you for letting me know what happened to them. They were very rude, apparently. And well, anyway, I'll bid you adieu. I'll get out of your way. You enjoy your stew. Goodbye. I walk away.
Anyone else want to do anything?
You did everything.
Is he backed up to me yet? Does he
I
get as
wasn't
far as
backing.
he
I
can?
turned and started walking away.
Well, I know, but have you gotten? I'm asking. Like, does he get to me before she does something?
Yeah, she has not done anything except talk so far.
All right. Well, I'm gonna as Gish goes by, I'm going to back slowly up the stairs and see what happens.
Before you leave the room, both of you, can you make an Arcana check for me, please?
Headgum.
That's a 14.
This is not level. You said Arcana, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
4.
Okay. With a 14, you get the sense that this cauldron is very magical.
I was kind of
You guessed that.
I could have told you that without the 14, but
It's magical. No.
or I was suspecting so much. Witch hag, yeah. So I'm backing my way up the stairs. What's going on? What's happening?
Nothing. She's just stirring her stew.
All right, so we regroup at the top of the stairs and relate to the rest of the group what we just saw. So what? I mean,
It's a
hag
magical.
slash witch.
It's a magical cauldron.
And magical cauldron. Yes.
Aren't you curious?
What do you mean, dude?
He doesn't seem too concerned about us.
Be curious. and not
Dude, we got our answer. Let's go. Leave it alone.
We did find the
magical.
info that we came for.
We did find the info that we came for.
That cauldron would be pretty cool, though.
Yeah,
Right.
wouldn't it?
But
You can't
Right.
carry that.
Let's
Yeah, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna get it out of here?
Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 5 of us. And it's all snow anyway, so we can just slide.
If you're going to try to steal her cauldron, I'm not going to help you.
didn't you see how easily Dill just slid down the stairs?
Yeah, see? Can we just
Didn't you
slide
hear
it
that,
down?
like,
Yes.
she killed them because they tried to take her cauldron?
Yes,
Yeah, fair enough. But they were fishermen.
They were just
For
fishermen.
adventurers.
it was self defense.
I'm not saying we should do it because
Yeah.
Good.
While you're all talking, can you all roll perception for me, please?
Finally,
19.
21.
11.
I got a
rolled
dirty
one.
20.
What did you get, Doc?
A one.
I got 11. He got a 20, and Doc got a 21.
So everyone except for Doc, because he's just in his own little world thinking about this cauldron.
You got a
Apparently,
1, not 21.
Yeah, he got a 1.
The rest of you notice that you hear a large crack come from the way you came in.
All right.
I turned to the
She's trying
crack.
potentially trying to trap us.
I mean, you can't necessarily identify what it is. It does sound like
Giant
the sound
skeletons.
of ice breaking.
The giant skeleton. Great.
Or it could be the waterfall.
She's
falling.
She's
we
very
did break it.
magical. Yeah. All right. Well, fuck.
If we get the clothes,
So,
we
killer?
can throw it at him.
Like,
Yeah, let's try to get out of here if we have to fight something so
well,
big.
I'm just saying, do we want to fight her before we have to fight? Like, you said this path was very narrow. Like, the giant skeleton's not coming down this path.
Well, I mean, the path you came in on was very narrow. To coming into the room with the skeleton.
Oh, I thought you said the path where we turned to go.
It narrowed from the large.
Okay, so the skeleton can the path we're on right now to her room was big enough for the skeleton to come down.
You would guess so. I mean, the ceilings are a little low, but it could probably duck. You would think, if that's a thing.
Yeah. Okay. So
What makes you think that her and the giant are like friends or something?
she's
We don't
magical,
know.
dude. She's a witch.
We don't know. Let's
I don't know if
go.
they're friends, but I think she
Face the
controls it.
giant.
What? What do you think she is, Doc?
I said I don't. They may not be friends, but I think she controls it.
Yeah.
Well, so be it if we have to fight it, or it could just be the waterfall breaking again. With Dill's
fair
failed attempts.
He described it as sounded like a block of ice breaking.
We'll find out one way or another. Let's
That's what a
go.
waterfall is a block of ice. So
Yeah.
I mean,
So are we gonna try to deal with her, or are we gonna try to deal with the giant and get out of here?
Until I see evidence, I'm walking this way towards the giant, that direction.
I disagree. I feel like if we're gonna get trapped, I'm with Gray.
I think we
She's
go deal with
the
her.
problem.
She's the problem.
Yes.
You deal with her, then the giant probably stops.
Correct. Or whatever trap she's
Or whatever
laying.
she's done stops. So,
Correct.
So yeah, I'm gonna basically if they're coming. Are we doing this? Are the rest of us going after the witch?
Yeah, I mean, it's
How far is the steps? How long is the steps?
yeah. Let's go for the witch.
I've already started walking the other way.
Well, we're not going with you. So, how long is this staircase?
The staircase is only about 10 or 15 feet long. It's not especially.
I want to check one thing. Hang on one second. I want to make sure. Actually, let me do. Okay, it does that, but what does that actually do in terms of controlling someone? No.
So while he's checking, all I'm going to do is go back the way we came until something stops me and I see, oh, it's definitely that they're thinking it is.
Okay. You walk back into the previous chamber and you see a very animated frost giant skeleton trying to break out of its icy tomb.
Okay. How far am I from where I'm standing right now to Gray and Dill and Tickles and all them?
How far are you to them? about 45 feet.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use my dash then in order to clear the distance. And as I'm running back, I'm yelling, "I was wrong. You were right. Burn the witch!"
So, like, I'm gonna take the stairs like as quick as I can, and without like falling. And as soon as she's within sight, I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Oh, and before we have to roll initiative, whatever the rest of that dash is would be going towards the witch.
What do I need to roll for hold person?
Wisdom save. It's probably her best thing, but oh well.
Does a 15 save?
Just. Damn it.
Sorry.
No, I
Good
mean
job.
that's the way it works. That's the way it works. With that, I'll summon my blade to my hand, and here we go.
Yeah, when you do that, she definitely takes notice, and I need you all to roll initiative.
Natural 20 plus 4.
14.
What?
14 total.
21.
Yeah, you're standing on there.
Thank you.
4. Doc.
10.
Sorry, I'm just getting all the. All right. So first in the order is going to be Gish Tizan.
Okay, so where am I? How close am I to her with the extra 15 feet of that dash that I had ran towards her?
Your movement 30.
Yeah, so grand total of 60. You said 45 to them, and
Yep. So you're at the bottom of the stairs. So you're about 30 to 40 feet from her.
Okay. Well, I am just going to cast silence and center it on her. So 20 foot out in every direction from her is silenced.
Okay.
And I'll go back up to the top of the stairs and leave room for
You
other
can't see her
people.
from the top of the stairs.
I don't need to see her.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Anything within 20 feet of her is silenced.
Silenced, including her. So
So you
any
better.
spells that require verbal.
Did you cast it on her or at the spot?
I cast it on her. It's at a point I choose within range. I choose her as the point.
Okay.
So basically where her cauldron is, if she moves, it's 20 foot from there in a circle.
But it's on her, so if she moves, it just goes with her.
No, it doesn't work that way. It's where she is now, 20 feet from. Basically, let's say I did it on the cauldron. That makes it easier for everyone.
Okay.
You could. I've known people that like did it on, like their hat or something like that.
Oh yeah, I guess if you cast it on like her clothes or something.
Well, it says centered on a point you choose within range. It doesn't say I can put it on anything.
Okay.
Object.
Okay, it's a location, not a. Gotcha.
Okay. Next in the order is Gray.
All right, I'm going to. I think it's a bonus. Yeah, bonus action to hex her, and then I'm going to hit her with an Eldritch Blast.
What do you choose as the hex?
I forget what you guys. What's the good one for everyone?
Well, she just passed a wisdom save.
I was gonna say let's do wisdom. We'll do wisdom, and then Eldritch Blast. And that is a 18 to hit.
Yes.
And that's going to do 10 force damage. Oh, didn't need to roll that again. And then plus the hex, which is... I forget now what the hex does. An extra d6 of necrotic. And I rolled a 6 on that. So 10 force plus 6 necrotic.
Okay. And where are you in the room? You're still at the
I'm
bottom?
right at the base of the stairs.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Next up is Tickles.
How far am I away from the old lady?
You're still at the top of the stairs?
Yeah.
You're about 50 to 60 feet.
Okay, I only got 30. So I just go downstairs as far as I can go.
Do you want to take a bonus? Do you want to dash, or do you want to enter a raid? Do you want to throw anything at her?
Oh yeah, I get I get javelins. So yeah, I'll chuck a javelin. Let's.
Okay.
That's his bonus for a javelin is dexterity, not strength, right? To hit
For throwing, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got to use your dexterity.
Dexterity.
Yeah. I'll get it back. Okay.
Nine.
+1, and so it's 3. So 12.
12.
12 does not hit.
Okay.
Next in the order is the old woman who starts kind of furiously and animalistically running towards your group. And as she does this, you see those of you who are in the chamber.
So, Tickles and I.
And you guys can see her appearance change. And she is no longer an old woman with a bunch of furs over her. She has sickly grayish purple flesh, bulging eyes that seem to not blink, and stringy black hair interwoven with finger bones. And you recognize that this is a sea hag. And when she transforms, her visage is so hideous that I'm going to need you guys who are in the room to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
What's my wisdom? Okay.
You get a +1.
22.
All right, you're good.
2.
And Tickles is gone.
You got die back. Use this one.
We're gonna go through John's whole
And
time.
that was it, right? Because Gish, you backed out of the room.
Yeah, Gish was a tough
Yeah,
stairs.
I can't say I'm at the top with Dot.
Okay. Tickles, you are frightened of her until you can try to save again on your turn.
Okay.
But that's all she does this turn. And next up,
So how close did she get? Like right to us?
she got about halfway to you.
Okay, so she's like 15 feet. Okay.
You guys in the room see this small light that is encircling her head dart very quickly towards Tickles and is going to try to attack you.
So there's like a wisp or something. Okay.
13.
A 13, does that hit?
That is his armor class.
Okay.
Is a barbarian? It's only 13.
Unless you had any bonuses. Actually, did you have any armor? Did you have any gear?
No.
Okay.
Oof, a doof. You get hit with 16 points of lightning damage.
Yikes!
Holy! And we're all dead.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I rolled the wrong dice. Let me try that again.
You're at 34, right?
Oh, well, you got that is the bear thing though. Is you are
Well, he
resistant
didn't rage, did he?
He
to
did not rage.
everything but psychic.
He didn't rage.
Oh, yeah, he didn't rage. Never
Yeah,
mind.
he gets it all, whatever it is.
Yeah, you're right.
A little bit better. It's 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And that is its turn. And next in the order is Doc.
Okay, I am. Can I see her?
From the top of the stairs?
Yeah.
Since
she moved up.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would say you can.
Then, since she moved up and I can see her, I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon right next to her. That's the floating weapon.
Mm-hmm.
What does it look like?
A hammer. That's my bonus action. That's a 20 to hit
Yep.
for 5 damage.
All right.
And if it matters, let me see what kind of damage it is. Force damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame. Which is a dex save
All right.
of
7's not going to do it, I assume.
no, it needs to be 14. 3 damage on that.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Next, you hear what sounds like some crunching footsteps approaching from behind you. And then it is Dild's turn.
All right. Can I move to within 30 feet? I don't know how far I am right now from her.
Yeah, you can move within 30 feet.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast a witch bolt at her. So that's a ranged spell attack. A 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
Damn it. You're cursing my dice, buddy. All right. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Back to the top of the order with Gish.
All right.
Here.
Since I'm also at the top of the stairs with Doc, and since you said he could see, then I'm going to just stand up, look at her direction, and cast Dissonant Whispers, which means you got to do a Wisdom saving throw, but with disadvantage.
Yeah, because I put the hex on her.
You got it, dude.
Should have done the hex.
Well, I'm doing it at
first, then
second
the
level.
Hold person.
All right. 8.
Okay. So that will be. See, that's 5, 6, 7. That's 14 psychic damage, and she must immediately use her reaction, if available, to move as far as her speed allows away from me. Obviously, not into dangerous ground or anything.
Okay. So I guess she moves 30 feet away from you back towards the cauldron.
And back into silence.
How much damage did you say you did?
It was 14.
Okay.
Psychic.
Alrighty.
At least somebody's hitting her. There you go.
And then I will then turn around to see what's coming and in my turn.
Okay. Next is Gray.
Well, I'm not going to pursue her, I don't think. I think I'll just Eldritch Blast her from here. She is still... do I want to do... But I'm also going to use... Before I do that, I'm going to use... as a bonus action, I'm going to use my Hexblade's Curse on her. Choose a creature you can see within 30 feet and curse it for 1 minute or until the target dies, you die, or you are incapacitated. Against the cursed target, you gain a +2 to damage rolls, score a critical hit on a 19 or 20, and if it dies, I regain hit points. So
That's a bonus action.
that is a bonus action.
That's
It's a
pretty nifty.
feature of my text blade. That is a what's my plus on Eldritch Blast? Eldritch Blast is +6, so that is a 17 to hit.
Yes, it hits.
All right, so that's going to be all right. The D10. So the force damage I rolled an 8 plus the 2, so 10 more force damage, and then the necrotic damage from the hex. I rolled 4 more for that. I don't think I get the. Do I get the +2 to both of those since those are separate rolls, or just the one?
Typically, any sort of extra damage is just extra damage.
Yeah, I think it's just the 2. Yeah, +2 to bonus to damage rolls. So yeah, so we'll just say it says +2 bonus to damage rolls. So I'm rolling more than once, but we'll just go with the 2 total. So 14 total.
Okay.
Between necrotic and force.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I guess that's I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. Tickles, you are next. Just to remind you what Frightened does, you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within your line of sight, and you can't willingly move closer to the source of fear.
When does he roll to try to break it?
At the end of your turn.
Yeah, I think it's he has to take his turn, then he can roll to get free of it.
All right, first I want to rage.
However, you have disadvantage if
towards
the
creature.
if the source of your fear is within line of sight, you have disadvantage.
But he can't move towards her, right?
Correct.
So there's no point to use your rage.
So you can attack the little thing that attacked you, I guess.
What's that?
The little light thing that attacked him, he can attack. Is it?
It's on her head, though, right?
No, it is a separate floating object.
And it's floating over him?
Well, it is technically engaged in combat with him because it just attacked him.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, so I can rage.
You can rage and attack. Yeah, sure.
I rage.
Grr.
And I attack that.
So does it?
Thing.
Does his raging plus the disadvantage mean he just does a normal roll? Is that how that works?
No, that's attack recklessly if he does.
Yeah. Rage just gives you a bonus to your damage, I believe.
And resistance.
And resistance. It doesn't affect your.
And it gets him the resistance to damage.
So you got to roll 2 dice, and then the lowest one is the one you get.
What are you doing?
All right, so what I add what to this?
It doesn't matter if it's a single digit. It's probably not going to make a difference. But
No, 10. I rolled a 10.
the lowest one's a 10. Nice.
Yeah.
So it's 15.
15.
Does not hit.
Doesn't it hit the little light thing? A 15 doesn't. Ooh.
Nope.
Well, it's small and very agile, so that's probably.
Yeah.
All right.
And then he's going to roll to break the
I got to roll now, right?
the fear or whatever, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
It's a wisdom save.
Plus one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a big old 5.
Yeah. I'm not going to cut it. Alrighty. Oh my god. So, Big Will,
Yes.
can she then not move towards you again?
I think she'll do like a roll or something. Let's see.
Or is it just that one movement away from you?
Let's see. If I save, if available.
Well, yeah, she did.
It's only that one time, so she's free to move about the cabin now. And I assume you would want to around the silence. So
Yeah, she is back within the silence area. Let me just see what else she might be able to do. All right. Okay, it is her turn. She turns back around and starts charging back at the group again. And
So it's me and Tickles.
so she is going to pull out from her hair a bone and throw it at you, Gray,
Okay.
like a dart.
Okay.
And it is attack roll 17.
Just hit.
All right, and that is going to do 12 piercing damage
Holy shit.
plus
Oh,
6 acid damage.
18? Holy fuck. Well, we're dead.
hey, when I have a reaction, is a reaction you can use that whenever something happens, right? Your reaction is just in once something
Yep.
happens, you can react, right?
Correct. Once
Okay.
per round.
Once per round. Well, I'd like to use my reaction. I can spend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration as a reaction to give a creature within 60 feet of me a penalty on attack roll, damage roll, or ability check, and I'd like to do a damage roll that hit Gray. I'd like to reduce it by my Bardic Inspiration
Okay.
with a reaction. So that's well, I helped a little. You got reduced by 3. You get 3 more hit points back from that.
Hey, maybe that's going to be the difference between.
It might be the difference. We will see. So,
But that is her turn. Next in the order is the little light, which is going to attack Tickles again. And that time it is a 12 to hit.
Nope.
All right. You win this round. Doc.
All right. She moved back and then moved back up, right?
yeah,
she's
she's
like
back
a-
up next to me.
Then I'm going to use my bonus action to attack her again with the spiritual weapon, which will be a 13 to hit.
Does not hit.
All right. And then I will hit her with Sacred Flame again.
That's a dex save.
Yep, Dex.
That's a 3.
So she takes 1 damage.
Oh, ouch.
Well, it might make the difference. Let's hope.
Okay.
It's a 1d8. So
Okay. Is that it?
that's about it. Yep.
Alrighty. Next in the order, you hear the footsteps getting louder behind you, and crashing through this tunnel is a living frost giant skeleton that is going to come up upon you, Doc, in the back of the crowd, and take 2 swings at you with a great axe.
Yay.
I assume a 24 is going to hit.
Yeah.
Lord.
Oh, God.
We are level 3, right?
And a 17 to hit.
17 misses.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yay, shields.
fair enough.
Oh, wait.
However, that first hit is going to.
Is that right? Shield equipped? Oh, I do. No. Okay. Yeah, I get to hit. That's fine.
Is going to do 27 slashing damage.
Oh my God.
I'm down.
Jesus.
Woo.
And
Yeah,
TPK.
All right, and last in the order is Dild.
Holy crap.
So where? Never mind.
I don't even know, gang. At this point, it's It's bad news.
Blast her with whatever you got. If she goes down, we got a chance. Otherwise, we're
I know. I know. My most damaging spell is a wisdom save spell, though, and
which is what she has disadvantage on.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Then
That's
I'll
what I
do.
put the hex on. Was wisdom save.
I'll do a mind spike. She's got to do a wisdom save.
Okay.
Already. Yeah.
She's not going to save that.
Yes. All right.
I don't even need to know it.
I need one.
Both rolls were under 10.
Okay. That is 16. What is the type of damage? Psychic damage.
All right. That she didn't like that.
Okay, that's good.
I'd ask how she looks, but she's a sea hag, so
Yeah, she doesn't look good to begin with.
never really had a positive side.
All right, back to the top of the order with Gish.
Forgot that you did that hex on her. I got to remember that.
Yeah.
If we make
Well-
it another.
Let's see. I don't know how good an idea this might be, but I guess I will vicious mockery the witch. I'll turn around and do that. Let's see. How does that work again? Vicious mockery. It is. I unleash a string of insults. She can hear me. It's a wisdom save. So I'll say,
My mother was a sea hag.
"You're not as pretty as you think you are."
Yep, not going to save that either.
Okay, that's 1d4 psychic damage. Let's see. Oh, 4 damage. 4 psychic damage, and she has disadvantage on the next attack roll she makes before the end of her next turn.
Okay.
And then I will also, as a bonus action, healing word, Doc. And let me pull that up. That's healing word. I believe that's also a D4 plus my
I'm alive till I get hit again.
Well,
I think
you
we're
get-
all like alive till we get hit again.
you get healed by 8, though.
Oh, that's not too bad.
I rolled max, and I have pretty high on the bonuses, so that's 8. And I am out of spells, and that ends my turn.
All right. Tickles.
Yeah, I can attack that lead, I guess, because it's sitting right next to me.
Wait, wasn't I after Gish?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes. Great.
So, like, is she right next to me?
No, she's still about 10 or 15 feet in front of you
Shit.
Ooh, still then. Awesome.
All right, so she's still
because
stopped.
she she used her 30 feet to run
She
away.
moved away, and then she couldn't move all the way back. That's right. Okay. And how far is she from the little light thing and Tickles?
Oh, you guys are pretty much right next to each other.
Okay, so she's not. They're not super close. All right. Well, then I'm just gonna. It's the same damage I can do with my sword, so I'll just Eldritch Blast her ass again. Oh! 20!
Yeah.
All right, so let's roll the D10 twice. D10. So that is with a 2. So 10 total plus the 2 is 12. Plus then I will roll. Do I double the roll on the necrotic damage from the hex, or that's just singled?
I had to read that when I was a paladin in a different game before, and anything that's the action of the weapon that you rolled the 20 on, you double the dice. If it's something that's added to it to
Okay,
boost
so this
it,
would
you
be
don't
added
do
to
that.
it. Okay. So do I, because I'm double rolling?
You don't add the bonus twice.
Okay. All right. So, okay, all right. So that is, and 10,
Take off your shoes.
17 damage split between force and necrotic. So I didn't actually, for a crit, fuck, I didn't actually add that much. Damn
A
it.
little bit helps.
Well, when you hit her with that, she falls back and kind of like falls to her knees, gripping her chest, and she looks up at you and she says, "Please, I beg of you, spare me, show me kindness, and I will deliver a chest filled with gold coins that lies in the muck in the murk at the bottom of Lake Dinashare."
But he doesn't hear any of that because she's in silence.
No, she's out of the silence. From
Oh,
where
she is? Okay.
Okay.
it's only 20 feet, right?
Yes, 20 feet from the cauldron.
Right. So she ran 30 feet from the cauldron.
Okay. I was like, oh, that would have been hilarious if she did all that and couldn't.
Yeah, I'm not particularly interested. I'm just hit me with the thing. My goal is to survive. Like, well, it's not my turn's over anyway. So
Yeah. So it is Tickle's turn next.
yeah.
But she pleads this to the group.
Okay. So
Well, I'm still scared of her, right? So I can't do anything about whether
you can't move toward her. You
Well,
can.
but talking is a free
attack
action, so anyone can chime in on their thoughts about this.
What do you guys want to do?
You shouldn't have attacked us. I was going to leave you alone. Suck it.
To be fair, I didn't attack you. You came in here and attacked me.
Well, what was the giant?
I don't know. He just lives here.
Strange, he didn't bother us when we came in the first time, when we came through.
He doesn't like magic.
We didn't use any magic until after he.
Yeah, that was all you, darling.
Until after he was awake.
Didn't you run in and use a spell, hold person?
After after the ice cracked and he
Yeah,
saw
after
the
the ice
giant, then I ran in and used Soul Force.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I was using magic too, but but I'm not like I didn't summon him or anything. Listen, you want the gold or not?
I like gold.
Like, where's it? What did she say again? Where she said this gold was at the bottom of some lake?
How do we stop this guy from killing us?
If you don't know anything about it.
No, I didn't say I didn't know anything about him. I said I wasn't. He's his own thing, and he's my buddy. I could talk to him. He's probably just trying to defend me. If you let me go, I'll put in a good word. I'll put in a good word for you.
Tickles, it's your turn, man. I think that's probably like.
Yeah, that's
Well, I
plenty
can't
of
attack her.
No, just the light, and then
And
you
the
have
light.
and you can try to do
You can try and make a save.
You can just try to make your save if you want to.
but his save has to happen at the end of his turn.
End of his turn.
Right. So
Well,
if you
if he's
want
not
to
going to
not
attack the
take an
light,
action,
he's going to make the save.
Technically, he can attack her. He just can't move toward her.
So yeah, he can throw the javelin at her.
But this thing's hitting me in the head.
Well,
Well, whichever you want to do, Tony. I'm just saying.
it's your call, man. It's your character. What's Tickles going to do?
Yeah.
He's gonna get hit this bloody thing that's hitting him in the head. That's what he's doing.
All right.
There you go. Then
all right. I guess you're going to forego the promise of gold.
He's not attacking her. He's attacking the spell, unless that is her, and then that's a whole other problem.
he's
Is that
attacking
her?
with the
You
light.
don't know. You don't know.
Well, if it hadn't stopped, I would assume it's got its own
Well, it
life.
hasn't gone yet
Yeah, it hasn't left him yet. So
since she said this.
yeah,
So
He's a
Does that have
barbarian.
an
He's not going to know unless it disappears. So
I'm rolling.
Especially if he's in a rage.
yeah, he's in a rage.
I'm rolling. They're both 12.
So
15.
12 plus 5, so 17.
17.
Against the light,
Yeah.
does not hit.
Good God.
And I got to roll for
Try to save your fear, wisdom.
that's +1.
You're so scared to look.
That's a 2.
Yeah, unfortunately, I hate to break it to you. That doesn't help. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
All right. Next in the order is the sea hag, and before she takes an action, she tries to plead one more time. I really don't want to have to kill you guys. To work out a deal. Last chance.
Hey, I'm
Stop
off a gold.
the giant and maybe.
What'd you say?
Gish said, "Stop the giant and maybe."
Well, it's her turn to act, so this is going to determine whether or not she attacks you again or not.
And I'm with him. Make the giant stop.
Yeah, I mean, totally. I will make the giant stop if you.
That's it. Let's see what she does. It's her turn to do something. So what does she do?
All right, I guess she's going to hold her action. She's gonna run up right next to you, Gray, and then hold her action.
Okay.
And then the light is also gonna hold its action. Doc.
It's all on Doc.
So am I the last in the turn?
It's Dylan.
No,
No.
Dylan.
The frost giant is next, and
Okay.
Dylan is last.
I'm going to hold an action to attack her if the giant attacks me.
Okay. The frost giant raises its axe, and the hag goes, "Yo, dude, chill out, man. We're trying to be copacetic here. They're gonna let us go, and I'm gonna give them some treasure. It's gonna be cool, okay?" And he keeps the axe raised, but also holds his action.
It's all down to Dill.
Well, John, right?
I mean, I'm stunned by the whole thing, but I'm now next to her, so I'm in the cone of silence. No, the silence is not here.
No, she's
I
I
will
dropped the silence.
I will inch back to the wall and just be like,
So is it?
"It's all good, man."
Okay, we all cool then. We chill. All right, I'm gonna take her off. Listen, okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. Wait here until like midnight, so I can go get the stuff, and then go back out the way you came. Travel north along the shore for about a mile, and I'll have the chest waiting for you there.
okay.
And-
well,
How about we just leave?
so like at this stage,
And don't take my cauldron.
and don't take your comment. And at this stage, it is like so
We're
everyone held their
back.
action.
We're back to her held action.
Yeah.
We're back to her held action. Okay. So I have not like lowered my guard or anything yet. I'm just like I'm waiting to see how this plays out for the moment.
All right, so
Because it's not my turn, so I'm not
Right.
like Gray's not saying anything. He's not committing either way. Because he
She-
does not trust her as far as he could throw the frost giant.
okay.
So,
How about you and the frost giant just relent and we leave? You keep your gold and we keep our lives and everyone else's lives, and it's all great.
Hey. Somebody just cool the jets there.
I
It
mean,
really
I'm
wore off.
glad if that's how you want to do it.
No,
Jeez, Gish, come on.
I'm the one taking the hits here. I want some gold.
I mean, Doc got hit pretty good.
Yeah,
Gray got hit pretty good. Gray is not
Oh,
looking like
Sure, but you also didn't get one-shotted to unconsciousness.
Well, before he rolled the thing, I was down to 2. So, like I almost got one shot into unconsciousness.
Well, whatever we're doing, we're doing. We'll be here at midnight, whether you show up or not. How about that?
Well, if you're here, yeah, wait here until midnight. But then I'm not going to be here because I'm going to be out getting the treasure chest for you.
Okay, cool. Just
I mean,
make
you're
the
not going
giant
to.
happy.
If all goes according to plan, they're not going to see me again because I'm
And
going.
don't need any more fishermen.
Well,
Well,
now,
tell
you
them to
guys
stop
notice
fucking
that.
coming into my caves, the pieces of shit.
We will leave your cauldron alone.
Promise?
Yes, I cook on a much smaller device. It's too big for me.
Okay, because I will find you and I will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait, so 12 o'clock. What can we rest here then?
Well, is this a deal?
I
Yeah.
say deal then. Yeah,
So
I
are we-
would say-
Are we safe to rest here?
I mean,
well, we could.
I'm not gonna be here. Frosty Magoo is gonna go back to his ice chamber and
What about the little?
oh jeez.
What about the little? And I point to the little.
I can't promise any. Like I've had some problems with some fishermen coming in here and kind of screwing me. So
I can point to. What about that thing?
The floaty
oh,
thing.
Blinky?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's gonna come with me.
I'm still like ready for her to do something. So I'm not like.
Okay, we chill. We chill.
We chill.
Okay, we're good. Goodbye.
I just need your word.
Yes, you have my word. Unless you do something stupid, we
I'm
hope
talking to my buddy. Everyone else has said so, but he's still looking at me like he wants to cook me for dinner.
Because you're right next to me, and I'm not letting my guard down until you back away.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to take your guard down. I just want your word.
Just give him the
You
word.
don't strike me, I'm not going to strike you. Now.
And he's not going to take your cauldron either.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I have no interest in a freaking cauldron.
He starts
What would I
backing
do
up.
with it?
And when she gets outside of attack range, she just takes off running.
Okay.
And the frost giant goes back to his spot.
Yep.
Okay. So I look around. What do I see now that this has calmed down? What do I see in the cavern here? Beyond the cauldron, do I see anything?
I mean, if you walk kind of towards the cauldron to get a better view, you see that the chamber does kind of horseshoe back around to another clearly iced over pond stream situation.
Okay.
Without touching it, can I just investigate the cauldron to see if there's any like runes or things around it that I might find interesting?
Sure.
Once he investigates, Gish is going to stick his finger in and taste it.
Oh, good God. Why do you have to do this?
Why would you be
I
so-
got a 14, and as he reaches up, I'm going to slap his hand.
All right, make an attack roll.
Yeah.
I mean, like, rather than do that, some healing would be nice there, Mr.
I got a 12, which probably won't beat his AC, but he'll actually feel it. It's not about beating his AC to cause damage. It's about stopping him from doing something stupid.
Go ahead with your investigation.
I got a 14 on my investigation.
Are you investigating the cauldron or what's in it?
The cauldron. I'm not interested in this.
Would it be an
Fisherman.
arcana instead of an investigation check?
Oh,
Well, are you trying to identify what its magic is, or are you trying to see what it looks like?
Well, he's a wizard. Probably
He's a wizard. I thought you were trying to see what the runes and the magic.
I was just studying, the object itself.
But you were trying to understand what the magic was, right? Or were you just trying to see, is this a cauldron? I mean,
That much I could tell from sight. At Daymare's is back, by the way.
Oh, thank you. All right. It appears to be made from copper that has turned green with age. It appears to hold approximately 30 gallons of liquid. And embossed on the bulging sides are images of satyrs and nymphs in repose holding ladles. It has little handles on its side, and it sits on 5 clawed feet.
How big is it?
It's about
What's
4
the
feet wide.
Okay.
So, in the room, is there any like evidence of the fishers, like their gear, their personal effects? Do I see any of that, like that she's like done anything with? Is she like?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of their belongings are there.
I'm going to gather up their belongings.
Okay.
that we found what happened to them.
Cool.
And how did it taste?
Did you really eat it?
Yeah, I did my finger in to taste it.
Okay. It
Roll
tastes.
initiative.
No,
And
it actually tastes quite good, and even with this one little taste, it feels rather filling. But make a perception check for me.
Lord, he's gonna
You
turn
now
into
crave
something.
the taste of human
Natural
flesh.
20 plus 4.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely ate person.
You know, if it wasn't for the fact this had people in it, it's actually delicious. I wonder if I could get a recipe and like switch it out with some other animal meat.
You found a recipe. It's called soya and green.
I want you to start growing the little man out of your belly like in Total Recall now.
I mean, you don't notice anything.
I'd like to do an Arcana check on myself.
Okay.
That's 19.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, other than the fact that it is more filling than it should have been based on the amount you ate, it does not seem to have had any magical effects on you, other than the fact that it's kind of gnarly that you just ate a person.
Wow.
Later, if we reenact the scene from Alien, I'm not going to be excited. But I'm also not going to help you.
So while everybody's doing stuff real quick, I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing, which takes 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
So while he's doing that, go ahead.
I'm trying to decide what kind of check I want Gish to make for this. I guess make a nature check. I don't know what this would be.
Oh.
Well, medicine, nature. I got the roll. Just tell me which one to do my ads.
Yeah, I guess nature.
Okay. 18.
Okay. When you taste it, you taste things that you know are not available in this area. And I'm not talking about the human, like flavors of spices and herbs and stuff that there's no way that she could have gotten for this stew.
Can I do Bill just did like an investigation of the cauldron. Can I do an Arcana check on the cauldron?
Sure.
That is a 18. Now I roll good.
So you don't exactly know what this cauldron is, like you've never seen anything like it before, but you do get the sense that it trying to figure out what kind of information to give you here. You notice that besides the human bits in this stew, it appears to be like there's an illusionary mask over it, but it appears to be just water.
Okay. So I'm going to relate that to the group, and then I'm going to like search the cavern because you said there was ingredients that shouldn't have been there. Like, do I see like ingredients or not?
Make a perception check for me.
Since he relates that to the group, I'd like to help him look if that could give him advantage.
Did they give me advantage or not?
I can.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do it that way, you both can roll separately.
Well, with advantage, I rolled a 21 on my perception.
We'll do that.
So without advantage, the first roll would have been a 15. So
all right. I mean, either way, this room, besides the dead bodies and the hatchets and the killing stone behind, or the killing slab in the cauldron, this room is pretty empty. It is just an icy cave. Unless there are some hidden compartments that you don't know where to look for them are. Like there's nothing. There's no ingredient shelves. There's no pantry. Nothing like that.
okay. Well, I was just wanting to see if there was something that like. All right. Well, I've related everything I've seen or found to the group. Has Doc finished his spell yet? While we've been doing this.
If I have, it's 12 healing to everybody.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Has he?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you if you guys want
It's
to
10 minutes. So
do anything else before you get healed. But
No.
I'm not.
Hey, I'm actually like
Nothing happens. Nothing
I
happens.
like it.
Nothing happens in the 10 minutes that you're doing the spell. I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, why don't we rest in here then? We have to wait till midnight, apparently, anyway.
Do we know how long that is? Like,
yeah, how does time work here again?
yeah,
Well,
so there's
Yeah, I assume we have a clock of some kind or a watch.
No,
A sundial.
make
A roll for time.
make a nature. Everyone make a nature check for me.
Nature check.
that was
roll.
a 9. 9.
12.
8.
18.
There we go.
I got a 16.
All right. With an 18, Dild, you have been paying close enough attention to the path of the moon as it moves across the sky in the night to kind of get a sense of how that relates to the time of day, even though there is no day. And due to the fissures in the ceiling that are letting the moonlight in, you can kind of judge by the angle of when midnight is going to be.
Okay.
So you
I'm able to chart then how much longer we got to wait, is what you're saying.
right. You don't have time for a long rest, but you could sneak in a short rest.
Short, as a warlock, I'm like short rest, yeah.
I can help with short rest. That works too.
Oh.
I don't think that would help my character, so I can keep watch if you guys need.
Well, I mean, short rest, we're all alert. You just,
I mean, you're all
short rest,
alert.
you don't have to sleep.
Yeah.
Short rest, you just have to be like rest.
You get spell slot. You didn't use any spell slots in that fight.
Me?
I don't get spell slots back on a short rest.
Yeah, you're a wizard. Do you not? I forget.
I don't
Warlock
think so.
does. I do.
Yeah, I know Warlock and Sorcerer, I think, get spell slots equal to the number of your level back. So you could get like 1 third level or a second level and a first level or 3 first levels. Is that correct?
Yeah, I gotta double check. What do I get back?
I mean, I don't know. I know there's all sorts of wacky sub rules and stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh. I didn't think that's how that worked.
Yeah, I don't think us full casters get like Bard and Wizard get anything on a short rest.
I'm just trying to remember how much I get back on a short rest. I'm not seeing it. Where's it at? Oh, it's in here somewhere. All your spell slots the same. To cast one of your warlock spells. You regain all expended spell slots when you finish a short or long rest for a warlock. So, but I only get like 2, so that's why.
This says druids and wizards have a feature that lets them recover a few slots.
Arcane recovery.
Probably.
Spell slots.
Yeah, the druid was like it was like just a couple. I could get a couple of slots back. I remember when I was a druid.
Yeah, it looks like you're right. At a short rest, I can gain half my wizard level rounded up spell points.
There you go.
Yeah, so you get 2.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm gonna use a hit die also to heal during this short rest. And that's gonna get me almost all the way back to the top.
Now, are you doing 2 first level or like 1 second level?
I'm gonna do 1 second because I don't have any second level spells right now. My spots are all used up. So at least I'll have 1.
What I have to do is like a channel divinity to regain a spell slot, then I can gain it back at a short rest.
I get nothing on a short rest, so I'm ready to go.
Sweet. So with my hit die and I got all my spell slots back, and using one hit die, I'm back within 1 point of being maximum heal. So that feels good. Since I was down to 2 before Big Will helped me.
Is there anything else you'd like to do before heading out?
I'm good to go get the gold, so we can.
If there's going to be any gold, I have my doubt. Let's just say Gray is dubious that this is going to work out.
I am too.
He's
but
glad that he's alive, so he's going to take that.
Okay.
So I guess we go back through. Is the giant on his ice throne?
You head back the way you came, or do you want to loop around the other way?
Well, we were told back the way we came.
You were told, and you were also told to leave the cauldron. Which
We did take the cauldron. We just looked
I
at
was
it.
going to say, so you're obeying that part of the deal. Are you going to also go back the way you came? You still have free will, is my point.
Yeah, I mean, just in case.
Well, I mean, the only reason we were in here was to find out what happened to the fisherman.
And we got that. So yeah, we just go back just in case she may have done something back the way we came.
Okay. Yep. So you head back the way you came. You walk through the Frost Giant Slayer. He kind of gives you a little wave as you walk by, and you get to the frozen waterfall, and you're gonna need to climb back down that. So I'm gonna need.
Can I just pick up Dild and throw him down?
How tall is it?
You can. I don't know if that's
How
gonna.
tall is it?
What's that?
How tall is it? The waterfall.
10 feet.
Oh, sweet. So I can just jump down.
What
Yeah, I
do
mean-
we have to do with disadvantage or anything? What is it?
No, it's just an athletics check.
So ridiculous. Which roll?
I got a 4.
I rolled a 1. So hold on.
Oh, what's on this?
Athletics check.
Oh, that's a deck. That's only for a deck.
Oh, that makes a 6 for me.
You rolled a 1.
But you roll a natural 1, it doesn't matter what you
You
add.
don't add anything to a natural 1.
It's like rolling a natural 20.
It is a critical
One
fail.
is a fail.
Oh, guaranteed
You,
fail.
you went to climb down and you just face planted.
Yeah, Tickles, you take 4 points of falling damage, and Dild, you take 2 points of falling damage.
Okay.
So are they both down at the bottom now?
Yes.
Yes.
I rolled an
That's how
18.
gravity works.
Well, I didn't know if they face planted at the
Yeah,
top.
you can't not succeed in what you're trying to accomplish climbing back down. It's just a matter of if you're gonna get a little hurt or not. What
I
you
only
did-
rolled an 11.
All right, you're fine, Doc.
17.
Oh yeah, you're good. All right, so you backtrack your way back out to the shore, and
We were supposed to follow the northern.
There's a mile north.
Yeah.
So return. Do we?
Well, we should probably go with the guy that's waiting for us. And
If
tell
he's
him
still
where to
there.
go.
yeah, he's sitting there shivering. He's like his nose is blue, and he's like, "Oh, what took you guys so long?
Sea Hag.
Oh, is that who I saw leaving a while ago?
Probably.
Yes, that's likely.
All right, we heading home, please."
One stop
No,
first,
we
then we're headed home. Then we go help him guide the boat to where we're going, to the mile down the shore, and see what we find.
Feel free to hug Tickles if you need warmth.
Yeah,
Make,
Tickles likes to-
make a persuasion roll for me, please.
Persuasion.
Gish should do that, by the way.
Oh well, I rolled a 19.
Okay. He's like, totally, guys. You've been good to
So like
Jabram.
give him a little
I put
extra.
an extra J in there because I'm cold and I'm shivering. Jabram.
I would
Give him
have
some.
Okay, let's go, I guess. And he takes you about a mile up, following the coast, and around the mile marker, you do see a chest on the side of the shore.
I'm going to do a perception check, like of the area around this chest.
I'm just going to whisper in Tickle's ear. There's the gold. Fetch.
13.
What are you looking for?
If it's any indications that there's a trap around this chest.
Certainly from the boat, you cannot see anything. It just looks like a box sitting on the shoreline.
Okay.
All right, so I get out of the boat and I go towards this chest.
If Tickles dies, it's fine.
Well,
Okay.
The biggest one, no.
Are you going to try to open it?
Well, let's just walk up. I'm going to go with him, and I want to do like a investigation of it before we open it, just to see what I can see, if it's trapped or anything.
Okay.
And from the boat, you should just open it. I mean, what could happen? I mean, yeah, it's probably fine.
A 21 on my investigation.
Okay. You don't notice anything that looks suspicious about the latch or anything. It doesn't appear to be locked. It does appear to have been underwater for quite some time. It's, covered in muck and barnacles and gnarly stuff, but it doesn't look dangerous from the outside.
All right. Well, I mean, can we just take it and put it on the boat and then go back
The
to where
Arcana check and see if it's. Or do you have like detect?
I'll
Magic?
do detect magic on it.
Just
Yeah. I'm suggesting you do detect magic and see if
I would do detect magic. Don't worry. Yeah.
You don't detect anything magical about it, no.
Open it up. Let's take a look.
All right, I open it up.
Okay, you open it up and it is filled with gold.
Hey.
All right. Can he and I carry? No. Can he carry it on his own?
I'm a dragonborn, if that helps.
Yeah, you can probably
Drag it? Can I drag it?
I mean, you can't drag it through
Does
water.
one of us need to go help him? Is what we're saying?
I can help.
Yeah, I mean, he can lift it towards the boat, but someone's going to need to accept it, I think.
Okay.
I'll accept it.
Okay. It clonks down in the middle of the boat, and you guys get back in, and you start heading back towards the town.
Yep.
Anyone else want to do anything with this chest while we're sailing back?
I tell them that we've opened it, we've looked at it, we did a detect magic, and I investigated, couldn't find any traps. But if anybody wants to do anything else with it,
I take a small handful, and give it to our frozen dude.
Yeah, how much is in it? Or I guess we'll wait to count it later. But
yeah.
How much do you take out? How many coins?
Just a small handful. Like, are they like silver dollar size?
Yeah, they're just like gold pieces.
Okay, well, I take out like maybe 10 coins. Just give it to it.
Okay. When you do that, you pick up about 10 gold pieces, and when you pick them up from the pile of gold, you see underneath them something that looks kind of flesh-like, and I'm going to need you to roll initiative for me, please.
it was. I knew she would. Go back and kill that hag.
22.
Once we're like way leveled up, I'm gonna go back and kill that hag.
I think we about got her there.
I know, but I want to make sure it's like a ass whooping.
I mean, she's probably healed just like we have.
I know. I rolled a 10 on initiative.
Gish,
22.
Tickles,
19.
Dild,
15.
and Doc.
18.
All right.
Well, I was a low. I got a +5 to initiative, and I'm still the low man.
All right. Well, they are going to get an opportunity attack on you.
They?
Hey,
Yes.
I get it,
Four
right?
4 disembodied claws shoot out from the underneath the gold, and all try to attack you, Gish, since you were the one who removed the gold. So the first one is going to be 15 to hit.
That hits.
The second one is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
A 5 is not going to hit, and a 16.
Hits.
So that's 3 hits.
Yeah.
Total 8 damage.
Okay.
Slashing damage.
Yeah.
And then it is your turn.
All right. So the gold is real then.
The gold is real, and if you'd like to make a perception check for me.
19 plus stuff.
These disembodied zombie claws appear to have been in this chest underwater for a long time, because they definitely look that they have been brined. So
Don't care.
you can't say whether or not she had put these in here, or if they were in the chest and she didn't know about them.
Or she knew they were in there.
Yeah, I mean, any of those options. I'm just giving you the information that you see.
Tell you, once we're like level 9, I'm going to come back and kill that hag.
All right. Can I try? Maybe I can do a sleight of hand. Can I try to rake a whole bunch of the gold out and push it overboard?
What?
Why?
What are you doing? No. Just kill the dumb things.
Well, I
Stop
thought
being
that's
easy.
the way to do it.
Why are you getting
It's
rid of?
attached, right? Or they?
No,
Well,
they all jumped out of the chest.
Oh,
Are they floating, or are they
the
like
chest is the
things
chest?
that are
There's these.
They're
Okay.
like Thing from Addams Family.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got you. Rapier then.
Yep.
What are you throwing gold away?
I was put in the boat. 13 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, good.
All right. That's a 6, 7, 8, 9 damage, piercing.
Yep. You skewer one of them, and it squeals somehow, and kind of slumps over. Its fingers kind of slump over.
Okay. I will end my turn there then.
Okay. Tickles.
So I take my
Axe.
my battle axe, and take a swipe at it.
Okay.
Thought you had a great axe.
It is a great axe, but
Pretty good.
it's okay.
It's okay. I wouldn't call it great, but you seen Tickle swing it? It can't be that great.
Let's
does.
see if you can target.
11.
11 does not hit.
I suck.
You don't have 2 attacks yet.
No, that's fifth.
No.
I think fifth level or something.
Okay. All right. Then in that case, it is Doc's turn.
All right. I will try to smack one of them. 17 to hit
Yes, sir.
for 10 damage.
Yeah, you Babe Ruth this thing back into the water. It jumps to attack, and you just
That'll be my turn.
AC at the bat over here. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope.
All right, Dild.
So there's 2 left.
Yes, sir.
Can I get both of them in a 15-foot cone without killing everybody?
We're in a boat.
Yeah.
Without killing everybody, no. Can you
Okay.
get both of them? Yes. But I mean,
The
you're
chest
all.
is sitting in the center
I
of
would,
the boat.
I would say
We're all
besides
around
you, everyone is in a 15-foot cone if you're trying to attack these
Something
things.
like a dagger or something.
I'm not gonna fight with a dagger.
You only need like.
I'm gonna do magic missile then.
That's fine.
Let's see.
I was
Let's
gonna
see.
say they only have like 8 hit points or something, or 5 hit points or something.
Yeah, so I'll do. Let's see. I'll
Yeah,
do
but-
4 darts.
Being a wizard, though, knowing his luck, he'll throw it and it'll hit sideways. Just,
It's magic missile.
I appreciate the encouragement.
I'm at the dagger.
Do you have any of the 4
Yes.
side?
You want me to touch him?
I mean, do I have a choice? Let's see, do that. All right. There we go. Oh, that's not one. That's the one I wanted. Right. So 13. Do you want me to do each dart? I guess I was going to do half and half. So it would have been,
Yep.
Yeah, like 7 at one and 6 at another.
Yep, you blast them both into complete oblivion.
Oh, there you go.
They had 2 hit points apiece.
Oh, well, there you go. Even better.
Well, that hurt.
So
Um,
rather
so-
than Gish and his like patronizing like this guy who's helping us by giving him like 10 pieces of gold, how much gold is in this thing?
Well, now that you've cleared it from these claws, you can count that there are 600 gold pieces in here.
Okay, so I'm gonna give the guy like 50 gold pieces.
Whoa!
So that he doesn't like
This is
you didn't
this
see
is like,
nothing. And then be like, thanks
this
for your
is
help.
more than the whole Jabram family has ever had, man.
And yeah, and then
Every
we'll
time.
split up. And if you guys are like, we'll split up the rest.
Okay. So 550 divided 5 ways is 110 apiece.
Okay.
I got 110.
Because A, this guy will then help us whenever we need it, and B, he probably won't talk about how he got the gold.
Well, if we ask him.
Oh, I'm gonna tell him. Yeah.
Okay.
Conditional.
Can we go back and get the cauldron now?
No.
Whoa!
I mean, you can try.
Alone.
Maybe
Oh,
we're
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. At
Yeah.
level 9, let's come back and whoop her ass.
And the boatman is not
we
taking
never-
you, he's taking us.
We said we wouldn't go back. I
Oh,
still
okay.
think that we should tell, who
Gingerbread.
who sent us out there. No,
Oh.
well, I meant the lady that sent us out there. to
Like,
find
the
out.
people need to avoid the area.
Well, and tell them, that there's a,
There's
Sea
a,
hag.
yeah, well, when we get back, we're going to say there was a sea hag. Like, the story we're telling everybody is there's a sea hag. She got away, but she's clearly still going to be in that area. She apparently also has, like, a frost giant skeleton to help her. So, yeah, we kind of were dealing with that, and she got away from us. Just kind of avoid the area for now.
Yeah. So I mean, you on your way back to town, you can regale Jabram with
I'll do it in song.
with the tales of your adventure and tell him what you want him to share and what you don't want him to share. And we'll pick up next week at that point when you get
Okay.
back to town.
All right. So, hey, we actually have gold now. That's nice. we hadn't earned much gold yet.
don't know what it is about Jabram. Every time.
I do it just for you.
Yeah.
So that's about going to wrap it up for this week. Thanks, Carlito and John, Big Daddy Ross, for hanging out. If anyone else was,
No Gordon this week.
I can't keep track of it. Do we level up yet?
we'll
It's
talk
been a
about
while, but we haven't played in a while. That's why I'm asking. I can't tell the time in the game.
Yeah, so we will, I think, be back next week. That's the plan at the moment. Maybe without a gray.
Probably without. If you play next week, you'll be without me. So.
Okay. Well, we'll figure that out when we get there. But otherwise, we will see you soon when we are back again. So have a great night and never turn your back on a frost giant. That's for sure. Okay, bye.